Thomas Tuchel, how are we?
Tubes, I'm fine.
Great to meet you. You've been at Chelsea about 7 months now.
Yeah.
How have you enjoyed it?
A lot. What a club. I mean, we have such an amount and quality of support, and club so well organized. People are nice, and it's a strong squad and a fantastic working atmosphere, but a fantastic spirit also towards training. So every single day was a day to enjoy, honestly.
You talk about being nice there. Didn't you say to the Chelsea board about Frank Lampard saying, are you making the right decision?
I asked them if they are sure, if he does not need simply more time, or the spectators to come back, if they are really sure, if the decision is made. And because we saw the data that they are also quite unlucky to have the results that they had. Like, not everything was deserved. So the points lacking were also a bit unluck, but they said they see some development that they didn't like, and the decision is made. And
then they did bring you in. And then you go and win the Champions League.
Yes.
Respect.
Yes.
Is that the greatest night of your career so far?
Football-wise?
Football-wise, yeah.
Of course. What else could be there? I mean, you know, when I started coaching in academy level, I never dreamed of being in professional level. I mean, this was not my goal. This was simply because it was simply not possible. When I started coaching, there were only like ex-players, big players, national players coaching in First Bundesliga.
Here you are.
Here we are.
Champions League winner. Happy days. But what were the celebrations like? Please tell me you're on the dance floor giving it some.
I hear from a lot of players that my mother was quite a lot of time on the dance floor, which I did not observe. I'm happy I did not deserve, but I was more in the background. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, just by the bar, sipping on the Champions League. But you love your music, don't you?
My music?
Yeah, you love your music.
I love my music.
Simply Red.
Yeah, you know, I love my music in the car, and I listen to different music in the car when I'm at home or whatever. But I got back into Simply Red and all that stuff when I bought a vinyl. Go back into
old
vinyl.
School, that.
Old school, and bought some very, very good speakers.
Nice.
And it changes the way you're listening to music.
So Mick Hucknall sounds the absolute nuts on vinyl.
Yeah. It really, with the speakers and on vinyl, it sounds like he's around the corner and just singing for you.
What's your favourite tune?
Holding Back the Years.
Oh, holding back the years.
You don't make me sing here. You don't make me
What's
sing.
What's the next line?
Yeah. Don't even. But it started.
Your training methods are, is it fair to say, different? You know,
I don't know if they're different because I don't know what the others do.
Smaller footballs. What's the thinking behind that?
Fun and always new challenges. I think that players are very, very curious to try stuff, and it's about adaptation. Everything is about adaptation. So it's not always about like we do this because this is the big meaning behind it. This exists also. So maybe yesterday we trained some patterns that we think that we can use when we play at Anfield, but in general we just give them tasks to fulfill and find solutions yourself, like in different spaces with smaller balls, with bigger balls, that they can find the solutions themselves. The thing with the tennis ball was actually, I give you an example, this was in Dortmund, I think, or in Mainz even. Like we played one-on-ones, and we didn't like that we grabbed the shirts all the time. It was like fighting in the one-on-ones. So we said like we cut tennis balls into half, and we just put like a tennis ball in the hand, and you play one-on-one as a defender. Because I believe that on a high level, you need so many tools to be able to play on that level and to answer the question that every opponent asks you. That is, I cannot predict the game.
In training, do you get involved? Because you played a bit,
involved, like in playing. These times, but maybe these times never existed, and they are definitely over if they ever existed. No, I don't get involved.
What sort of player were you?
I was that kind of sweeper, like behind the defense. There was no back line of high line where everybody's doing like man marking and fighting. I was the guy a little bit behind. Dirty work was done like from the real defenders, man marking, and I was like the kind of...
It's like Franco Baresi?
Sweeper. kind of on a low level.
We won the Champions League last
We?
season, Chelsea.
Of course.
Yeah, you know that. Are we going to win the Premier League this season, Thomas? You said someone asked you before the Champions League, they said, are you going to win the Champions League? You went, yes. Are we going to win the Premier League?
I never said this.
Oh, did I say it?
I never said
I
yes.
watched it.
No.
I watched it before the final. You went, yes, we're going to go.
Yeah, before the final.
Yeah.
So if
I'll
you
come back.
ask me, we come back in May. If we are one game to play and we need to win it, I will answer yes, we will win it.
All right.
But not now, it's too early.
Cool. So I'll come back in May, ask you. And
Come back in May.
you'll say yes.
Please.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate.